My topic.
What's your topic, Greg?
Piggybacks off of yours. An entertainment-themed episode here.
Lovely, I love it.
This one was submitted, I believe, in the chat. I don't even know. I think it was a tip, actually. I think it was a tip on one of the morning shows.
Probably.
It's a blur. But one of our fans, Zan Fair, wrote in on one of our many platforms and said, hey guys, now that you've seen Spider-Man Homecoming and loved it, I'm wondering if you guys are planning on ranking the MCU movies so far. That would be an awesome topic. Well, welcome to that fucking topic. There's nothing I love more than just stealing a great
Can
topic.
I interject?
Oh God, here we go.
Kevin agrees with me.
I too.
I don't like that we're doing this without Tim.
Can I interject? He should fucking come to work.
He's going to
Can I
work
interject?
on
He's still cutting Kind of Funny Life 3.
When you
I'm
said
just
it was done
putting
already, that was live.
earlier before he left. I said we're gonna do this topic. He's like, oh man, I wish I could really be there
The
for it.
thing is this.
Now here's what I'd like to interject. If you're an interjection, of course, and I believe Joey's with me. If I can present this to the
Blade
court,
Trinity, #1.
is that Tim has terrible taste as well. I'm just putting it out there. We all remember the Batman v Superman review. We all remember.
No one is on your side about this.
Actually, Nick is on my side about it.
No, he's not. Look at him pull away.
Yeah.
Nick, do you
Also-
like Batman v Superman?
I enjoyed Batman.
You thought it was a good movie, Nick?
There is a difference between enjoying something and saying
Yeah.
that something's good.
I enjoyed it.
Here's the
There
thing.
you go.
We're getting off topic.
There you
Wait.
When we get to the shit pile of Dark Knight Rises versus Batman v Superman,
Yeah,
we'll talk about it.
we can get into that when we rank all
So,
of the DC
Also,
movies.
don't forget that there's like 8 more fucking Marvel movies coming out this year.
So
We're
far,
gonna have to redo
so
this
far,
again.
yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
You're right.
So Andy, and also we
Yeah.
got to do something because it's a podcast.
Yeah, what do you want me to do, Andy? What would you
can't
rather
He
just
had
talk
like
about?
6
Gum.
topics before we started.
Print more of those out. I want to be able to.
We have.
You can do the gun
Cool,
topic.
Greg. Kevin, can you print more of these?
Can you print 3 more of those out for me?
We have it up here on the up here.
Oh, they can't see
I want to
it.
be able to.
Super
I
bright.
want to be able to write mine down. I want to.
Hopefully, can you print
down.
3 more of these, Kevin?
I can print 'em.
Kevin's gonna print these, Cool, Greg. We'll need you to get them. All right.
We'll need you to grab in some pens, please.
To date,
Thank you, sir.
there have been 16
That's it?
MCU movies.
There's a lot more.
16.
Thank you for your
A
enthusiasm.
baker's dozen.
Oh yes. Oh my God. All right.
That's
Hold on.
the
Yeah.
other
Oh,
one.
good point. Good point.
There it
Good
is.
point. I pressed the closet door shut today and like crippled in pain.
Woke you up, huh?
Yeah.
16.
So I'm gonna. When
Taylor
you're
Swift.
16.
Yeah.
Here we go. That's
I'm
not.
gonna do this.
I
I'm
said
gonna do this.
printouts, not
Can you put
coasters.
that on? Cool, guys. God, I appreciate you.
So I'm gonna read them aloud. All right.
Yes.
I got Red Bull in my nose.
From oldest to newest.
Now this is, by the way, number 2. I haven't thought about in years. I did not know was an official MCU movie.
Very much.
Can I
You're
guess
talking-
what it is?
I know what
Sure.
you're talking
Is it
about.
the Hulk?
Yeah. The Incredible Hulk.
But with the one with
So
Ed
here.
Norton.
Yeah. Here we go. Iron Man.
Does it count?
The Incredible Hulk. Yes, it does. I mean, it introduces. That's still Bruce Banner's backstory,
It is.
and Betty Ross's dad, the General, is still the General
That's right.
to this day and age
That's right.
in the
Thunder,
MCU.
Thunderbolt, Thunder Jackson, Thunderball.
Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America: The First Avenger, Marvel's The Avengers, Iron Man 3, Thor: The Dark World, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy,
Jesus, so many
Avengers,
good movies,
Age
dude.
of Ultron, Ant-Man, Captain America: Civil War, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and Spider-Man: Homecoming.
This thing's
man.
gonna be really, really tough because even movies at the very bottom of the list are still movies that I fucking love.
No.
I was telling you the other day. I went
Really?
No.
No, I don't mean,
You
I don't,
fucking love
no,
Iron
I
Man
don't mean
2.
directly at the bottom. I mean, like,
He's up. Hold on.
this.
The midsection there.
Don't touch it. Don't touch the
He didn't really touch it,
touching
Kev.
it.
I was
Kevin,
just
it's
making
just
sure he
still
understood.
Yeah, I'm not touching it.
No, I'm with you. Like when you look at the Marvel Cinematic Universe's lineup, there are some that you're like, I don't need to see Thor: Dark World again, but it wasn't necessarily an abomination of
Sure,
a film.
yeah.
it was still
I
enjoyable.
don't think any of these movies are like
Bad.
overtly awful.
No,
Yeah.
I have a special place in my heart for Thor, the original
Really?
Thor.
Yeah.
I love Natalie Portman. Obviously, I'm going to jack mine off right now to look as much like Chris Hemsworth and or
Sure.
the Wolverine as possible. My ideal body type. If you said Nick, and I was like, yeah, Joey, and you were like, who would you, if you could just blink, who would you like to look like right now? Thor from Thor 1. Chris Hemsworth, Thor 1. Boom. Takes his shirt off, arms the size of fucking trunks of a car trunks, barrels, anything that's big.
I
What?
can't print it.
Okay, that's trouble then.
We'll figure it out.
Here, let me just copy this.
Yeah,
real quick.
cool, Greg. Hold on, I'm gonna finish doing this. Nick, keep talking. Fill some time.
So, long story short, I just like the character dynamics there with Natalie Portman. I thought they had great chemistry. Now, granted, they didn't. That chemistry did it cross over to Thor: Dark World?
Yeah,
a little bit.
it
Sure,
did.
sure. Why not?
Can you make
was Rene
3
Russo
copies of
fucking
this?
awesome?
No, the copy machine. There's a copy machine back there. The thing does a million
Kevin can
things.
help you out with that if he needs to.
All right, cool.
If Kevin needs help out, yeah.
So I'll agree. This is going to be difficult.
While we do that, and while I wait for your paperwork, I'd like to fill a little bit of time with something you remind me of.
Sure.
Watched a movie the other night.
Great movie.
Because I'm looking at the Amazon list.
Sure.
I want some good stuff on here, blah, blah, blah. But Jen and I, the one part about our marriage that just is rocky is just we don't have the same movie taste ever.
You're also oddly height disproportionate.
That works out to my advantage quite a bit, and I'll tell you about that after. However, with the
When you
films.
fuck, or?
Yeah, with the fucking,
dude.
for sure.
Hell yeah,
with the
dude.
fucking.
Nice.
With the films. I forget what I wanted to watch the other night. She wasn't having it. So we started a film called The Dressmaker.
Oh, how was that? Not good, huh?
It's not.
It's not your movie.
Here's what I'll say about it. It's not my movie, but I love Kate Winslet.
Sure.
I love the other Hemsworth, Liam. That's him in there, right?
Yeah.
Like, and it's an interesting movie for sure. It's one of those where I would say I don't have strong feelings either way on it.
Okay.
It's an awkward movie at times. It's like, is it a
kind of an indie,
It's a
right?
dark comedy, but it's
Okay.
not all that much comedy and all this different. Here's why I will recommend everyone watch The Dressmaker. Watch The Dressmaker and then Google afterwards a very specific phrase that Liam Hemsworth's brother shouts out after a very big event. And then you find this cornucopia of reviews and blog posts tearing this fucking film apart. And I literally was crying on the couch laughing, reading these aloud.
Really?
Because people are so fucking mad. Just so mad about this movie.
About the movie or
But
about
like-
the line he
About the movie and the twist that the specific line is implying.
Interesting. Okay, because I saw the trailer for this and I was like, okay, it looks like a cool indie that my wife would watch and tell me that she watched, and I'm not gonna watch it. It reminds me of a movie that I just watched called A Bigger Splash. I've been on a weird.
Oh, that's the Splash 2, right?
Yeah, it's actually the sequel to Splash. Yeah, it's very strange because none of the.
I'm not joking, right? No, is it?
No.
I thought it was. Sorry.
They're remaking Splash.
That's the problem.
No, A Bigger Splash is an indie
Thank you, Greg.
starring Tilda Swinton and Ralph Fiennes. And it's very much like, doesn't make a lot of sense. Beautifully done. I watched it, and it's one of those my wife would really enjoy. And then I watched it. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. But ultimately, like, I don't know. You got to expose yourself to those every once in a while.
All right.
Greg, I like your bracket system here.
You like
man.
that?
Yeah.
Do you believe
In
that
magic?
I've been in magic that I've been drinking some of the bourbon? Is your chair broken?
I think so.
God
But
damn
it's not a huge deal.
It's. Would you believe though that I did this freehand and didn't think ahead at all? I somehow got to the perfect four, and I granted you could do simple
It
division.
does help that
Yeah.
it's 16 and not 17.
I just
There
didn't.
was
I didn't
one-
know. Yeah, yeah.
There are 16 movies.
See,
here,
I feel
okay.
very underprepared for this topic
Oh
because
no!
Let's-
Hold
I'm
on, let
not
her finish.
Huge. I don't.
But did you watch
resonate.
them?
Like maybe half of them.
Oh
That's
my
fine.
God, Joey
I know.
Noel.
That's
fine.
Oh my
You don't get a vote.
God.
It's not a big deal.
Andy, you've watched
It's not
them all.
because you're female.
The only one I have not seen is
Oh
Doctor
my
Strange.
God,
haven't seen
Andy.
that.
Whoa, it's on Netflix.
I was,
Yeah.
no, here's the thing.
Oh, I did start to
fuck
watch
yes.
it and then
I'm
I fell
supposed
asleep.
to watch the Doctor Strange with. I was supposed to see it with Miles Luna from Rooster Teeth, and we never saw it. So now we're having this thing where it's like we're not gonna watch it until we can watch it together.
You should just
Fuck that.
watch it and
Or-
Skype each other.
Yeah, why don't you just call each other while you're doing it like we used to when we were kids?
So where do you want to tackle it from? Are we all
used to do
making
that?
our lists and then talking,
think-
or do you want to just go
think
from
we're gonna
like
make the list.
what's the worst or the best to go
Worst?
from there?
Oh.
I
I'm
want to
saying-
go down the lineup real quick and gauge everyone's
I'm just gonna cross out all the ones I haven't
sort of
seen.
feeling.
No, you got to vote no matter what.
Iron Man 3 is probably the worst.
I'm just
Iron Man
gonna-
3 is
No
not
way.
the worst.
No
No.
way. No,
Thor:
Kevin, your
Dark
mic's
World.
up, right?
I
Yeah.
do not like. Actually, I kind of really fucking hate Iron Man 3. Now
I
that
hate
think
Iron
about
Man
it.
3.
Hold
It really
on,
makes me
everybody.
mad.
Now,
And-
the Iron Man to hate is Iron Man 2.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Iron Man
So
3.
wrong.
No, Iron Man 3 is one of, and I will say this, Kevin, give me the one with
Mickey
me and Nick.
Rourke, man, come on.
Here's what I'll say, everybody, is I know, I'm a DC fanboy and I play that up. I enjoy the Marvel Cinematic Universe quite a bit. I enjoy it. I go there and everything else. Iron Man 3 is better than Iron Man 2. First off, because it's just more coherent. And number two, it is one of the few, and I'm not even knocking it because I enjoy the overall universe. It's one of the few Marvel movies that actually talks about consequences to any of the shit that fucking happens. How awesome is it that he has PTSD in that movie?
I think it's great.
That's fucking, what a rad twist of like, yeah, that's right. You did go into an alien wormhole and pop out the other side after saving us all. Why don't we ever deal with any of that stuff? They're
Yeah,
like,
but
what?
then like what happens? Like he just gets over it.
The kid saves him, bro.
No, what happens is, the movie ends and he's like, man, I'm still shook
No,
up.
he's still-
And then we jump to an Avengers where everything's blinked out of
And then
existence as
Pepper
usual.
Potts
That's what I'm
fucking-
saying.
what's
That's what I'm
going
saying.
That's on Marvel Universe, not on Iron Man 3's problem.
Carry on.
No. Okay.
I don't like that. It's like all of a sudden, all his millions of suits are fighting. Like, man, this
I
is-
mean, let's. So,
Yeah, and it seems like he's done being Iron Man and then he's Iron Man again.
And then exactly.
And then a whole bunch of internet
That
kids got to
bothers
tell you
me.
why it's
I
not
have a
that, but
question.
that's what it was.
Are we ranking the best or our favorites?
Whatever you want. I mean, aren't they
Yeah.
one and the same?
Are you? No, this is what I used to go to all the time with the top 10 lists at IGN or whatever. Of like, well, I'd review something critically. Here,
Yeah.
I'll just put it on the table. For years, I would have said number one, without a shadow of a doubt, is Avengers.
Yeah.
Now I think Spider-Man
Spider-Man,
Homecoming
hell yeah.
is the
You think
best
it's
superhero
dethroned
movie
it?
I've ever seen as a fat nerd guy. But
I'm there with
but-
you, bro.
if we want to get into reviewer objective, I'm trying to put on a hat and do this.
Yeah.
Avengers probably is still a better movie. So where am I going to vote? How am I going to vote when we get there on this definitive
Definitely.
list?
Avengers is a better movie.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Avenger. Here's the
I
problem with
think
Avengers. The problem with Avengers is that it was too good. We had this giant build up to this fucking movie,
Awesome.
and when we got there and finally got them spinning around and
Yeah.
like the fucking thing and the shawarma,
When they formed the Avengers.
it's a tired Greg
The
Miller story.
shawarma.
Tired Greg Miller story. But I remember getting to the street with Damon at the midnight showing at Metreon. We left the place, got to the street to get cars, and I couldn't stop grinning.
Yeah.
I was like, what a great fucking movie. And now, I didn't expect it. Now, I have that feeling leading into Infinity War.
Yeah, right?
Like everything they teased, everything they talked about at D23, I was
So
like,
fun.
holy
I
fucking shit.
know.
I didn't even realize we were building to that,
See
really.
how jacked Josh Brolin is right now?
Yeah,
He's
well,
a huge
cable.
holy shit.
Cable. Yeah.
Fucking triceps are like the stuff of legends,
Wait.
man. That's what I look up to.
So most
Are we
importantly,
counting-
how do you guys feel about Guardians of the Galaxy?
I love
Great
it.
flick.
Great.
Guardians
Okay,
one.
good.
Guardians one.
I
And
think
two
Guardians
is-
1 is much
and
better.
Guardians
too.
is my number one.
Guardians is my number two.
Guardians 1 is your number
Guardians
one?
one is my number
Oh,
one.
I like 2 better.
I like two better.
I
So
like.
it's not your number one?
Guardians no, wait. No,
she's-
it's my
she's
number
saying
two.
Guardians
okay.
part one.
I'm gonna have to say, still for me, the movies that are battling for my top spot right now are the Avengers,
Yeah.
Iron Man, and
Iron Man, yeah, that's a
probably
good one.
Spider-Man.
My thing with Iron Man,
Not a perfect movie.
fantastic movie for the time. That movie is another one that
Totally
when
holds up.
he got up, I mean, I'm a huge, dork. When he got up there, and like, I don't know much about Iron Man other
Sure.
than he was an alcoholic. Really,
Yeah.
that's what Wizard Magazine taught me leading into the
Yeah,
Iron
he
Man
really
movie.
had a drinking problem for a while there.
When we, as we drink all this bourbon, when he got up there though, and he had the cards, and he's like, well, and then he just goes, I am Iron Man. And the credits rolled. I was like, holy fuck.
That's awesome.
What an amazing, amazing ending.
Yeah.
Now, I'm of course going past the whole Jobadiah Stain fight or whatever. Obadiah.
The thing about Iron Man is-
my suit, Tony?
Hey, Tony, let's go back into Tron. The thing about the original Iron Man, though, is that you have to give it much in the same way as when we go to the debate of ranking the Fast and Furious films, which is an ongoing debate as well because they just keep making those precious little jewels, is that I give Fast and Furious 1 the top spot. Because
Really?
it's what started everything. It's not the best
But you
movie,
can't give
but
it that
is-
spot.
But if it weren't for Iron Man, there would literally be, because of the success of Iron Man, because of the steam they had, or the energy they had coming off of Iron Man, and everything that RDJ did, and everything that Jon Favreau did with that film, like, I just think you don't come anywhere close to getting Avengers unless you have Iron Man. You just don't, because we had tried. Remember, let's not forget what this time period was for us. Iron Man was like the pinnacle of what a superhero film could be. Before that was like Spider-Man 2
Yeah.
or X-Men 2. Those were it. Then you get Iron Man, and all of a sudden you're like, this isn't a fucking league of its own.
Yeah, it's next level shit.
This is next level shit. Now, granted, Avengers, of course, it's a better movie, bigger budget, way bigger cast. They had 5 movies or 4 movies. How many? 1, 2, 3,
A lot
4.
more.
5 movies to build up into it. Of course, you're going to tell a better story there. And it had Joss Whedon, for Christ's sake. Not that he's any better or worse than Jon Favreau, but he was able to help like jump in there and with the team and really kind of make something special with Avengers. But I still just don't think you don't get there. I think Avengers are definitely on the shoulders of Iron Man. That's why it could
I
be
get
number 1.
that.
I mean, Avengers on the shoulders of everything.
Yeah.
That's
You don't
why
have Avengers without.
the
up
reason
all
the
those
movie
individual
works so well is because
stories.
we didn't have to bullshit around. We knew all these people. Let's jump in. Yeah, let's see what they all do together. Let's see
Yeah,
them fuck.
I gotta
Putting
give.
out there. We're
I still
thinking.
gotta give it to Avengers.
Man,
Top
there's
spot.
There's so many movies.
I know, right? It's
I know,
really
this is
hard.
the problem. My question for me is Avengers. Yeah, I'm gonna give Iron Man the second slot
Okay. Wow. You're going Iron Man over Spidey.
over Spidey,
That's
and then I
bullshit.
think I'm gonna give. I think I gotta go Spidey.
Yeah. Well.
Spider
I think for
hyphen
like
man.
rewatchability, I don't think I've ever I've seen it because I watched them again recently with my little brother and Cool Greg, but like I don't think I'd watch the Avengers again.
Really?
Oh, I've watched it so many
Oh,
times.
I have
So many
too.
times.
It was
Like,
on Netflix.
I'm yeah.
So I
Are you
watched
all
it a
ready
bunch.
for
We're not a
the
team. We're a
definitive
time
list?
bomb.
Oh, you got
Oh, that
you
was
got a
really
definitive
hard.
list here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
well,
why
we
I
were
haven't been
talking.
talking.
He was just working.
That's why I haven't been talking. All right, I'll go through it slowly so y'all can keep working. All right. Number 16,
Oh wow, he's going
Ooh,
backwards.
I like that.
Incredible Hulk.
No.
Yeah.
To me, that's
Oh, wait,
to
no,
me.
Thor.
I have the same thought of like old movies old. Like, I don't really care about Edward Norton as Hulk. I don't really care about the visual effects a whole lot in that movie.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's my worst movie in this list.
Wow.
15, Thor: Dark World.
Yeah. Okay. That one. Yeah. That's my 15 too. I'm literally writing this
Yeah.
as I go.
14, Thor.
Oh.
13, Iron Man 3.
God, you're wrong.
Because fuck all the suits flying, Kevin. I hate all these flying suits.
You
Here's also what I fucking hated about Iron Man 3. The Mandarin,
Yeah.
that whole
I love
fucking
that.
twist, I hated that.
How
Why?
dare
Why do
you.
you care? Why do you have such a hard
just
on for the
hated that it-
Mandarin?
I like
just-
that twist. I like
I
Thank
just
you. Me
hated that it
too.
was
That
an
was great.
actor.
That was good.
Sir Ben Kingsley.
Oh, I think you say Ian McKellen. 12, Captain America: First Avenger.
See, that's too low, man.
Well, see, the problem we're getting into is again
Now it's starting to
these
get good.
movies all good
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
most part. I even whether you want to say Iron Man 2 or 3, I don't think they're bad.
I think they're all like 6s to 10s.
sure.
You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
No, they're higher than 6s. I'd put them all at 7.5s.
Iron Man 2 is number 11 because I love Mickey Rourke, guys.
Okay.
The comeback of Mickey Rourke, the wrestler.
That's hard as nails.
I don't know, man.
Number 10, Avengers: Age of Ultron. Because that movie was just whatever, right? Totally a forgettable movie.
I would have flipped those last.
Saw it once and I just didn't give a shit about it. Number 9, I'm going to guess that Doctor Strange should go there.
Doctor
It
Strange.
does.
No,
Doctor
you'll
Strange
enjoy
is
it. You'll
awesome.
enjoy
I've
it.
heard Doctor Strange is a lot better than what a number 9 rating should be, but this is where the list that I sort of really give a shit about. Number 8, Ant-Man. I liked Ant-Man a lot.
Yeah.
I like
think
it a
it's-
lot too.
I think it's fairly underrated. Number 7, the movie that started it all, Iron Man. It didn't start it all, but you know what I
did.
mean. Number 6, Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Oh, that one's so good.
It was very good, Kevin.
Yeah.
That was very
Number
good.
5, little polarizing choice right here,
I'm
Kevin.
here. I'm ready for it.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
So low.
For number what?
Number 5.
Woo!
Oh God.
Because I go 4, Guardians 2.
you went Thor, Guardians 2.
No, number 4, Guardians 2.
Number 5's Thor.
No. So top 5, Spider-Man: Homecoming. Number 4 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Number 3 is the original Avengers. Number 2 is Captain America: Civil War. And number 1 is Guardians of the Galaxy, the original, the OG. I love Captain America: Civil War. It's so hard for me to switch those two.
It's heartbreaking to do this list. It hurts.
And I'm so happy that when I first saw the original first Avenger movie, Captain America, I was really worried that I just didn't give a shit about Chris Evans as Captain America.
Right.
But Winter Soldier brought it up to another level, and then fucking Civil War was basically Avengers 2.5.
Uh-huh.
And I loved it, dude.
Yeah,
I
that
loved it.
that was what was special about that movie. Is
Yeah.
the fact they had all that. Yeah.
Seeing Spider-Man for the first time, bringing in Paul Rudd as Ant-Man again, like that was so cool. I don't know. I love that whole the versus. You know, what side were you on, Kevin? I was on Tony Stark's side because Spider-Man was on Tony Stark's side.
No, come on. No one was on Tony Stark's side.
Yeah, they were. What are you kidding?
No.
No,
This
from the
guy.
beginning, I've been on Tony Stark. Even the comics.
In the comics?
Yeah, in the comics, 100%. Not a popular
Crazy.
opinion, but I'm like, you know what? You metahuman bastards, register. I
Yeah.
want to know who the fuck you are, and you're shooting flames out your dick. We need to know.
Yeah, we need to know, Kevin.
You don't. We don't. If Spider-Man's
Is this
gonna get
called
up here,
Captain?
if Spider-Man's gonna get up here and take off his mask, the rest of you cowards
Think
can
about our
too.
personal freedoms, all right?
Yeah.
Captain America's fine.
Think about these people that are weapons walking around.
That's what we are right now, you know what I mean?
No,
And
Yeah.
we're all registered.
we are. The government knows
hate
what I
this so
can and
much.
can't do.
I fucked up. I have one slot empty. I didn't know what I did. I kept crossing them off. And I don't know which one
I had
it
to rewrite mine because I was like,
Shit.
no, I forgot about this one.
was. Shit.
I kind
I
of
also
want to
only ranked the ones I
rewatch all
saw.
the movies and like do a rank, like after each movie, sit down and be like, all right, 1 out of 5.
I would totally.
Why?
That'd be an
We should do
awesome.
that.
We
Yeah.
should do something like that. And
Because like
I don't know how we do
put
it.
it
Not
together the list and I
die.
had to stop. I was like, there's
Not
no,
time.
I can't do this right now.
Yeah.
But I'm not sitting on the chair.
My
so I
top
don't have
5
to.
are. I mean, my top 6 are so hard to interchange.
I know.
Winter
I like
Soldier-
all of my top 5 a lot.
Winter Soldier, Spider-Man, Guardians 2, Avengers, Civil War, and Guardians 1.
What I like is that
Oh, that's it.
even though this is my topic, based on the fact that I just stole it from Zanfair, is the fact that I cleared my head coming in here. I didn't know what I was going to say, where I feel. I feel like I've got a pretty good list here. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Don't read through the back of the paper. I see what you're up to.
Kind of reading.
Don't do it, all right?
Go, give it to me.
Number 16, Iron Man 2.
How fucking dare you?
Coming out right away.
Whoa.
The most forgettable of the trilogy of Iron Man.
Nope. Whiplash.
No, yeah, exactly.
Mickey Rourke,
Nothing.
man.
Fucking nothing. And the fight is 10 seconds long. They knock his
awesome.
ass out.
You like
fucked
Incredible
up.
Hulk more than Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Hulk's high on this list. You want to
No.
get strap in, brother. Iron Man 2 at 16. 15, Thor: The Dark World. We all agree.
Yeah.
Come on now. Number 17, Thor.
17 or 14?
14. Sorry, counting wrong. 14,
Okay.
Thor.
Oh, same here.
It's just like Thor just isn't my bag on his own.
Same here.
Thor in the movies and
Love
what
Thor.
they talked about.
Yeah.
Did everybody read everything that happened at D23?
No.
No.
I won't. Even
Yes.
in that, what they talked about there, that looked great. Fucking Thor Ragnarok trailer looks great. Again, it's like, even though he's the main character, he's not. I don't know. They're doing something fun.
I think
with
it's going to change your mind.
him. Well, I like him fine. It's not that I don't. Again,
I just don't
these
give,
are
I
all
don't give a shit about his world.
Yeah.
Very valuable point.
Yeah.
Love Thor. Those movies, not the best in the Marvel universe.
Love Idris
Sure,
Elba,
For
though.
sure. He's badass.
Yeah.
number 13, Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can see that. Wow. Boom.
Number-
Look at that. Look at that. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Look at
On
us.
my list, buddy.
What a fucking sexy
fuck
guys
yeah,
we are.
yeah, I know.
Number 12, The Incredible Hulk.
Okay.
Number 11, Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Oh, ouch.
Number 10, fuck you, Iron Man 3.
Oh, my God.
Damn, look at that, bro.
Number 9, Captain America: The First Avenger. Number 8, Ant-Man. Number 7, Captain America: Civil War. And now my problem with Civil War is, and I've talked about it before, and this is very much a personal bias, is the fact that for me, Captain America is when somebody wants to argue with me about Superman and how boring he is and this, that, and the other, for me, that's Captain America. Where I'm always like, he's just so goody two-shoes. He's
Yeah.
so cartoony, good guy
Language.
character. Exactly. And it's like Captain America, the First Avenger, right? Which we're coming up on my list here in a second, was playing into that and leaning into that, and I got it, and it was like, all right, in the
You
world.
have First Avenger higher than Civil War?
Oh yeah. No, not Civil War, not Civil War, not Civil War.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry.
I mean Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
There's no way
Winter
you have-
Soldier is at 11.
Okay.
10 is Iron Man 3. Captain America is 9.
You put Captain America above Winter Soldier.
That's right.
You're a fucking monster.
Would you like to know why?
Everyone, sure.
Winter Soldier. What happened? That's the
buddy,
one.
it's
That's the one where
Bucky.
they.
It was like a Metal Gear
That's the
game.
one
It
where
was
they.
like a Metal Gear movie.
They
Yeah,
crashed.
dude.
They crashed the heli character, right? And is this the on your
not
left
paying
one, or is this? Yeah, not
Yeah,
the
it
one.
was
Yeah,
that
left.
one.
On your
Yeah,
left. On your
yeah.
left. On
Falcon,
your left.
man.
Yeah. Wow. Captain America is boring as fuck.
Yeah.
What?
On his own for the most part.
He almost made out with Scarlet Joy.
Exactly. Well, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna flirt around, do whatever, and then I'm gonna maybe talk to the girl next to me.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He was
I'll tell
boring
you-
on his own. That's why they added shit to
Hella
him
people,
in
yeah.
Winter Soldier.
I
Yeah,
like-
exactly. But like Bucky's like, I'm so angry.
First Avenger is so.
Brainwashed. He had to kill a bunch of people. and they
I know, and it gets
sleep.
interesting in Civil War,
Have
right?
some sympathy.
Civil War is where he killed Tony Stark's dad.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, cool. That's a good wrinkle. Thanks for doing something finally with this character. Not just have him walking around.
Hydra was
Spoilers.
behind it the whole time.
That's the Hail Hydra one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rest in
Gary
peace.
Shandling's
Rest
like,
in peace,
"Hail
Gary
Hydra."
Shandling. Yeah, exactly.
He died?
Yeah.
He's dead.
die?
Yeah.
Gary
When did
Shandling.
that happen?
A while ago.
remember that.
A while
Gary
ago.
Shandling's a badass.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Was.
Hot.
So, anyways, yeah. I forget where we left off here. Captain America 1, number 9. Thought it was a fun comic book movie. I liked it. They had a lot of good jokey jokes. Tommy Lee Jones is in there. He makes the flagpole fall down. I was like, yeah, all right,
Man
Cap.
in Black.
Yeah, exactly. Men in Black.
Black.
Number 8, Ant-Man. Number 7, Civil War. This is where we got off target. My problem with Civil War is the same reason I like Civil War, is that I fucking love Civil War for the Oreo cream in the center that is not Captain America. When it's finally everybody coming together and fucking Spider-Man's there and we're doing the fight and it's like, holy shit. And as soon as they're like, you guys distract everybody, we're going to run off. I'm like, no, don't fucking leave.
Don't go to the weird
fine.
ice village
They're
or
going to go
ice-
do all
ice
that
tower, yeah.
themselves. All right.
That's a little weird.
But Civil War's still a great flick. Number 6, Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Love it.
Number 5, Doctor Strange.
Whoa.
Big Doctor Strange fan over
that's
here.
what I was-
Hell yeah.
It was the
I
same
wanna see
thing.
it.
When we left and we did that thing, I was like, what a delightful movie
That was
that was.
fucking
That was
cool,
so
yeah.
much fun, except for the guy on the phone in the front, but I've yelled about him enough.
He's an asshole.
Number 4, Iron Man. Number 3, Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 2, and this is again where it gets tough because I got them interchangeable. I feel like I'm saying something here, and I feel like I have to step away from the Greg Miller personal bias. And so number 2, I say Spider-Man. Number 1 is Avengers.
That's the right choice.
Wait,
It breaks my heart.
Where's Guardians 2 in your list?
Guardians 2 was at number 6.
That's low.
I agree, but the problem is that I think Guardians 1 had the impact of like,
Yeah.
hey, this is something you didn't see coming. It's amazing. And I was like, it is. And Guardians 2 was, hey, more of this awesome shit you love. Yeah. But I feel like when you get up into literally 6 on. I'm like, these are all
Yeah, my
nines.
top 5,
These
yeah.
are all 9s.
6
in here.
on is
Yeah.
the exact same way for
Exactly.
me. Yeah.
Joey, do you want to go through your list quickly? Just
You have a hobbled
you
list,
haven't
right?
seen all of them.
I haven't seen all of them. I've
just
only
give
seen
us the
like
ones
half
you've
of
seen.
them. So I only ranked. I ranked 10. So number 10 is Thor.
Okay.
9 is Iron Man 3.
Okay.
8 is
In
Iron
the top
Man.
10.
8 is Iron Man 2.
Woo, whiplash. Whip that shit.
7
So,
is
the movie, like,
We hit it. It's
7
true.
is Age of Ultron.
Okay.
6 is Iron Man. 5 is Civil War. 4 is Spider-Man. 3 is Avengers. 2 is Guardians of the Galaxy, and 1 is Guardians 2.
Wow.
Guardians 2. Wow.
The dark horse.
So
yeah.
here's the thing: I love Kurt Russell. So that's like
Kurt Russell's a badass.
He was great
just
in that
watched
movie.
I love
so
Overboard.
good.
The
So
evolution
good.
of
Goldie
Bautista.
Hawn.
Very creepy.
What do you
Right,
do?
Tim?
What do you do when you go home? How do you have enough time to watch Overboard?
I'll tell you right now. Not only did I watch Overboard,
I have on Blu-ray.
I have
Overboard's a
copies
great
of
movie.
Overboard.
I haven't watched Overboard since 1995.
I watched Overboard. I forget on what network with commercials over the weekend.
That's commitment.
It is commitment. I haven't
was
seen it in
probably
forever.
USA.
Let me tell you a little
It's like
something
on
about Overboard.
USA, yeah.
Let me go out on a little tangent right here. Great movie. Super creepy.
Super creepy.
Super creepy movie.
Creepy.
It didn't
different
dawn on me when
time.
I was a
Ooh.
kid that he actually, in fact, and all of
never
his
seen it.
children
Abducts her.
kidnapped her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
And kept her hostage.
This is another, it might be a Patreon topic that somebody submitted, right? Of like, what, yeah, I think it is. What are movie plots that couldn't work now?
Oh yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? That's a good one.
Overboard's
That's
one of
not, we
those.
should do that next week. We should do that
Okay.
next week.
Oh, write it down on the.
I think it's in the Slack
want
thing,
me to
or it's
write it
on
down? You want me
Patreon.
to
Yeah,
write it
Yeah,
yeah.
write that down.
Put it on the Slack for Game Over
Put it
Greggy
on the
topics.
And I write on my notes.
We'll never remember. No one likes hearing you were talking
Definitely
to.
Overboard would not be. would
Why
not
is there
work
so
right.
Yeah.
like?
People would just not be cool with that. They'd be like, "Yo, it's
Not okay.
Okay.
not cool."
That was
So then it's
everything.
your list.
My list. So rounding out number 16 in dead last place, Captain America: The First Avenger.
Oh, really?
Did not. I was like, this is a waste of a movie. This doesn't make any sense. I appreciate that you got to put him at the ice at the end, but there's so many other ways he could. The guy's
Yeah.
like could jump out of a fucking building. He can't just like put the plane on autopilot and jump out. He has to fucking go into the depths.
Gotta
Doesn't
make
matter.
sure. He's gotta make
Didn't
sure.
Like it. Didn't like it.
Save the dance for me, Peggy.
Yeah, save that dance for me, Peggy. And then you're super old when I come back. Thor
is cool.
2 is 15.
The Dark World.
The Dark World.
Man, I think, did we all have 15 as... You had it too, right, Greg?
Yeah, for
Dark
15.
World?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just Thor's they're fun, but they're just they're kind of
Thor 2: The Dark World is the exact same thing of like, what happened?
Yeah,
I remember
There's some elves that he fights.
there. I remember the
Dark
end. I
elves.
think wasn't there
Dark
still one of the crazy animal creatures on Earth that like the girl from Two Broke Girls couldn't get back in the thing with Natalie Portman? I don't
Oh
remember.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. She's
you know what
stuck
I mean?
in there. That sucks.
No, she's
Whatever.
not stuck.
Elijah
is she?
Dushku?
No, Kat Denning, I think is the one he's
Yeah,
referring
it's
to.
like that.
She's stuck somewhere.
I can't remember. No, I think of something else. Never mind.
Okay.
Number 14, Incredible Hulk.
thinking of
Just because
Two
I
Broke
totally
Girls.
forgot that movie existed. I'm actually thinking about the yeah.
She's caught in
Season
between
1
time and
overarching
space.
plot. It's actually not her as an imposter. Number 13, Avengers 2. I did not like Age of Ultron very much. I thought it was super
where I had it
boring.
too. That's where I had it too.
And I just
I didn't find it
didn't play for
boring.
me.
It was just the opposite of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Guardians of the Galaxy was like, hey, here's their continuing awesome adventures. And Age of Ultron was like, hey, like we've skipped a bunch of stuff and it's not, they're just together again, but it's not like it was before where there was like, and now there's a rock. And you're like, oh.
I was so excited about James Spader being
Yeah,
the bad
me too.
guy.
Me too.
Like those trailers
Which-
were
and I still-
fucking. He was so menacing.
For the
and
record, I
awesome.
still think he was awesome in it.
I mean, like
But they
I just
underutilized
wanted,
that character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, that was the thing when he started cracking jokes and being like, I was like, oh shit, I thought you were gonna be like a robot. I didn't think you were gonna be like fun robot guy.
I wanted him to be the robot, and I wanted him to be similar to like Brainiac, where you just can't get rid of him because he is a robot with artificial intelligence. I didn't like the fact that at the end they're like, well, thank God we figured out a reson for why if we just destroy all these, he's dead. It's like, no, it's Ultron. Like, he's a fucking robot. He should never be able to be killed. But anyway, long story short. Number 12, Thor. The original Thor. I liked that, but it does not rank very highly on my list. 11 and 10 are Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3. At 9,
In
I
that
have,
order?
Yeah, Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3.
Hell
at
yeah,
9,
the right order, everybody.
I have Ant-Man. I loved Ant-Man, but it is definitely, I think we can all agree, kind of middle of the road for the MCU.
It was one of the first movies we left where we're like, that was fun, but that was a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
That's what a Marvel movie is.
Yeah.
And I love Paul Rudd. I loved the cast. It was a cool little heist movie.
That's why I was talking to Tim about this on the morning show the other day. Like the Ant-Man and Wasp movie, I'm actually super stoked for because I liked Paul Rudd so much and I liked him in Civil War. And it's like, yes, now give me a movie without having to bog me down with his origin story and all this
Yeah.
different shit. What are they up to? What are they fucking doing?
I want to see him just be a little goofball on
He's
TV.
fun.
You know what I mean?
I want to see him go up a urethra.
Best part of
my
Civil
God.
War was every time That's wow.
Inner Space too. When's the last time you watched Inner Space, Nick? What, 3 weekends ago?
Probably, I shit you not, probably like 6 months ago.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Inner Space.
Jack
I never
Tucker
heard
the
of
Rescue.
it.
Who's the
What?
main guy in that?
I'm gonna pitch you Inner Space.
Martin
right now.
Short, Dennis Quaid.
Martin Short.
Oh, I love
Dennis
Martin
Quaid.
Short.
You got
Meg
Ryan.
Meg Ryan, Inner Prime.
Yeah.
Inner Prime.
Ooh.
All of them are in their primes, by the way. Dennis Quaid plays a test pilot named, I believe, Jack Tucker is his name, right? And he's test piloting this new technology. It's like that can shrink you down and put you inside of people, right? So he's got this ship that goes inside, and it's supposed to go inside for scientific, but it accidentally gets injected into Martin Short.
Oh.
Martin Short is working at a grocery store at the time and is a complete fucking loser. So it's shenanigans from there. But he taps into Martin Short's ear so he can like talk to him, so they can talk to each other. It's fucking hilarious. And it's Steven Spielberg.
Hijinks ensue.
I think it's
really need
produced
to go-
by Steven Spielberg, but I don't think he directed it. I feel like that's a Joe Dante movie for some reason. Kevin, look up who directed Inner Space,
I'm on
please.
it.
Thank you, sir.
We really need to go to ILM because they have the Inner Space. Like,
No
pod.
shit.
Yeah,
They do
they've
have the
got
pod.
a lot of shit that you would lose your shit about.
No, I know. We've talked about that. We've talked about I want to go to ILM in my full Ghostbusters gear and Stand by Vigo and Slimer and all that shit.
Can we please do that?
Anytime.
Oh.
Get him out of here.
I want to be at the 9.
It's just me running from security.
To like get him. He's
Paul
you're
is sobbing.
with the pod on your back. Like, how is he carrying that thing? Number 8, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Number 7. I liked Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but it just
We like all these movies. There's no
Yeah.
offense.
Yeah. Joe
number
Dante.
7, Doctor
Dante.
Strange.
It was Joe Dante. Joe Dante.
Joe Dante, thank you. Number 7,
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. I wanted to put Doctor Strange higher up my list, but for whatever reason, I didn't.
Okay.
Number 6.
Good reasoning.
He cleared the mechanism, and that's what happened. That's
Actually,
how
you
he
know what?
went.
I'm going to call an audible right now.
Oh,
Doctor Strange is going to top 5. That's going to go to 5.
Holy
That's
shit.
where I had it.
I'm going to put Winter Soldier at 7.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
So Captain America Winter Soldier is at 7. Civil War is 6. Doctor Strange is 5. Guardians of the Galaxy, number 4. Spider-Man, number 3.
Bullshit. Hogwash.
Iron Man, number 2. And number 1, top slot, of course, The Avengers. Marvel's The Avengers.
What's the theme song? I bailed on it
We
pretty
are
quickly.
the Avengers.
Nailed
Spin the camera. Did you see Hawkeye shoot that alien? Now we
part
save
of
the
Avengers.
day.
Best part of Avengers is when they finally become a team. They finally become a team and everyone's doing cool shit together and everyone's doing stuff that makes sense. And then it just goes to the building and Hawkeye's just shooting the stupid fucking arrows and everyone's like, great. And then it goes back to, Iron Man's like blasting people and shit. It was super cool.
I think still the best.
shot of Hawkeye shooting the arrow and it like doesn't it follow the arrow and like fucking
Yeah.
get at Chitauri right in the fucking throat and it's like, oh shit, he's
He's
cool.
good.
Yeah, it was cool, but he only has
Yeah.
like 20 arrows.
Yeah.
He also has
America's
like
blowing up
15
shit.
minutes of that movie.
He runs
too.
out pretty quickly. He kind of like does that whole thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
He does that.
What was that noise?
What was that? But yeah, I think that one standout single shot from Avengers is just like
It's so
one of
good.
the best scenes in film history.
And you can see us recreate it on the stage at Kind of Funny
Yeah.
Live 3
can
in the
this
YouTube video.
Sunday.
That's up Sunday.
Wait,
Or-
was it
or-
that scene?
No, it was
Were you
from
talking about the
Avengers-
spin
that was-
around?
No, I'm talking
are you
about like
fucking
when
on
it's
with?
following.
All of them together
Yeah,
in
it's
the city
like Hulk.
fighting. It's
and,
awesome.
yeah, and then
It
Hulk
ends
jumps in
with
the building and he
Hulk,
jumps. Yeah.
Like smashing or
That was the
punching
thing,
forward.
man. Of like,
Well, that
back
ends
to-
in that shot.
similar to
Yeah.
my thing of like, I like Thor fine, but I like him more as a side character, I think, or somebody else playing off him. Hulk in that movie, right? Like somebody finally understood how to make a Hulk movie and just don't make him the star of the movie.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm
Yeah.
excited for Thor Ragnarok. But the whole when they go around and he goes Hulk smash, so fucking good.
And he's like,
Yeah.
you do this, Hulk.
And, it's-
Smash.
and we all just check out on the
Smash.
fact that this makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to talk to him this whole movie, but now they can give him orders. Whatever, I'm in. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Go bite some people.
It's fair.
The Loki thing was hilarious too.
Oh,
Oh
God,
yeah,
that was-
puny god.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the thing. Like, and that's my secret.
Love that.
I'm always angry.
So many great memes from there.
My one whiny, bitchy
Here we
internet
go.
commenter critique of that is
Sure.
that they've ruined one of the best shots in the movie in the trailer. You see that part where Iron Man's falling and the Hulk like jumps up and grabs him and like sticks to the fucking building and then comes
Yeah.
down, which is like the climax of the movie. You saw that in the
I don't
trailer.
remember that, but yeah,
that was
that
annoying.
would
I was
be
like,
annoying,
oh, that's
yeah.
gonna be the part where Iron Man saves the day and then fucking almost dies and then the Hulk saves him. But that's
Oh, I didn't remember that.
yeah.
So you
It's
gotta
a great moment.
cut the trailers off.
I know the guy stopped doing trailers.
Yeah, I know it's tough, but you can't stop. That was my same thing with like
Can't stop, won't stop.
with fucking
Heroin.
Infinity War
Stuff you can't stop.
no, Infinity War, where I was like, man, this movie sounds great just from the leaked set photos. I'm gonna stay away from it. And then D23 happened,
Yeah.
and I was like, tell me everything.
Yeah.
Just give
Yeah.
me
It's so
what
cool.
give me the most random one-off thing you saw in that trailer. I don't even know these characters. Mention it to me. Fuck yeah. Thanks for watching the Game Over Greggy show, everybody. Click here to subscribe to Kind of Funny. Click here to watch a playlist of other episodes. Click here to go over to Kind of Funny Games. Click here to go to Patreon. Yeah, I could have promoted other things in there, but I didn't. Now, Nick, show him your dick. I know you want it. Alan, fix my dad. I'm good.